I was drinking one day, and I had nothing to do. And I had no business, and the phone rang. It was the JCs, and they asked me if I would sponsor athletes, contestants, entrants in the retarded Olympics. So I immediately sobered up enough so that they would believe me. And I grabbed my phone book and I grabbed my lawyer's diary and I started to think about who I wanted to sponsor. So I began to sponsor the attorneys of the county bar by their first names. Attorney Robert Johnson, I entered as Bobby. Attorney William English, I entered as Billy. Judge Ellen Fracas, I entered as Ellie. And I had a case in front of Judge Fracas, which is why I thought of her to begin with. She is such a very unpleasant person. And when my case came up before her, she ordered everybody out of the room. She said, "Everybody leave, everybody leave, everybody leave." She was a Chief Justice then, but, So, standing alone in the courtroom, she said to me, "Attorney Carver, did you enter me as a contestant in the Special Olympics?" Of course, I had to fess up. The JCs had my name, address, and phone number, and they expected me to pay. I entered 9 people in all, mostly attorneys. Now, Judge Fracas is much smarter than I am. Not only can she speak English, but French and German and Polish and Yiddish. Why, in front of her intellect, I was like an anthill in the foothills of the Alps. I may not be very smart, but the one thing I've learned is you don't dare lie to somebody who is smarter than you. Somehow or another, they'll find out. So I said, yes, looked her straight in the eye. And she said to me, "Do you think I am qualified?" Oh, and by the way, she wasn't smiling. She was a mean Jew bitch. And I said, "It was a joke." And she said, "Well, I don't see the humor. I have a feeling to punish you for this. I'm not quite sure where it falls, but contempt of court is vast. Entering a judge who you are trying a case in front of in the Special Olympics must surely fall under the topic of contempt. Do you have contempt for me, Attorney Carver? Well, she let me go. But I had to promise that I would seek professional help. Of course, to this day, I have not complied.